right. Yo, Riddle, how's it going, my guy? Welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, my guy. All right, cool, yo. Hey, Roar, sir, how's it going?
Mask says another day, another opportunity. Nice to see you again.
Hey, Mass, how's it going? I like that. I like that. Yeah. Welcome, my guy. How's you doing? I appreciate you so much for joining me. Welcome back in, you guys. Today is a great Sunday, July the 13th. It's a beautiful day outside. We're going to be teaching ourselves some programming today, get some practice in today. I think I'm going to start off today with some Leet code. Well, we got 9 people in here already. Wow. You guys are popping in here. If you guys are jumping in here already, leave a like. Smash a like if you're part of the early crew. Early bird gets a like. Appreciate you guys so much for being here. Anywho, let's go. Gamer here. Twitch stream gamer here. Hey, how's it going? So, hey Cooper, how's it going, my guy? How's it going, Cooper? I'm just as bad. I am in the I'm in the club with you, my guy. I've got to get better at. I know, I thought so too, but your boy went on a little adventure today, and we picked up a gaming PC. So I drove out, I thought I had to go into, I thought I had enough time to do two streams today, but I got called into work. I have to I had to prepare the solution that has to be able to have an overnight period, so I can use it tomorrow to meet a deadline for a product. So I had to go into work this morning, and then I took a little trip to go pick up a gaming PC on Marketplace from this nice guy who's a local builder. Gave me a great deal on a nice PC. We got a nice Ryzen 5. We got a nice Ryzen 5. Let me just give you the specs here. I got a Ryzen 5 9600X processor. So great for gaming. Can definitely also pop in like a 1200 or like a 12,000 or whatever it is, 11,000, whatever they make now, if I wanted to in the future. My GPU, I got an RTX 5070 Founders Edition, right, from NVIDIA. Right, I had the option. There was a couple of options for PCs that he had. One was a Gigabyte 5070 from NVIDIA with gigabytes, cooling and overclocking on it. But I wanted the Founders Edition. I'm NVIDIA boy. NVIDIA hype boy, huh? NVIDIA hype boy. And then we got 32 gigs of DDR5. Got a Gigabyte B650M gaming Wi-Fi MOBO. We got a 1 terabyte NVMe SSD. We'll probably pop in another one of those, maybe throw in an M.2. And then we got a 750 watt 80 plus gold PSU. Windows 11. Everything that checks out nice. So I popped on the game. My friends from high school had been waiting for months for me to get a PC. My first AMD ever, my first AMD processor. So we'll see how that goes. I've always been an Intel or a Silicon kind of guy, and so now we're going with AMD this go around. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the Leet code today, huh? Cleat. You guys see Clay? Hey Tim, what do you think about Klay Thompson? Tim, are you heartbroken? Tim's punched in the air right now. No. Why? It should have been me. It should have been me. All right. Yeah, Tim, what it should have said. It should have been me. Yeah, so I hopped on some CS:GO with the boys, dude. So I didn't have I have this mouse, this Logitech mouse, right, for productivity. It's really nice for productivity. It's just too big and too heavy for gaming. Oh, hold on. This is a good one. So I went on Amazon and they had like literally same day, like 3 hours later, $30, Logitech G502, just a basic, on sale, half off. It was 40% off, wireless, great gaming mouse, just cheap, nothing crazy. It's just plastic, but it's light. It's whatever. It has a battery. It's not lithium ion rechargeable. It's just a double A. But it gets the job done. So I hopped on a game of CS with the boys. I cleaned off the old mechanical keyboard from back in the day, boys. I took off all the keys and put them in some soap and cleaned them up. So then I cleaned up the setup and redid it so the angle might be a little different because I had to fit on some other stuff. But yeah, we are all set up here, and I played a couple of games of CS. Lost 2, won 1. And with the boys from high school, it was super fun. So I'll go ahead and try to get some testing out with some thinking at how I can stream it with you guys. But I'm honestly tempted now. I know you guys might hate me for this. Now I'm thinking and considering. Now I would like your guys' opinion and be genuine with me. I'm considering putting gaming streams. Right, I'll still do them on this channel, right, under my channel. But because my channel has kind of been exclusively just programming and computer science, not just gaming and casual stuff, I'm thinking that like casual stuff like gaming and things like that, I might put behind a channel membership. Now, boo, you suck. Get off the stage. You suck. Yeah, I know. But the thing is it would be like a members thing. Like it's kind of like a members thing. It's like like whoever's been like wants to be a part of like the members of the channel can kind of be more casual about it, whereas the programming and community thing is more open and like whatever, as it's just kind of been more about learning. But trust me, if I were to do the membership thing, it would be no more than it would be maximum. I think I'd make it either 99 cents or 1.99, right? I think I'm probably leaning just towards the dollar, right? Just to make it like an easy, just 99 cents, and you can get access to a few late night streams for gaming, like a couple times a week. And yeah, I think that would be kind of fun. I don't know. Let me know. Bro, you suck. Don't play ball. I don't know. I just would like to know your guys' opinion about it. Let me know. Be honest. If I don't game. Yeah, actually, for real. I'd have to make sure I stay on top of the game and right. It'd have to be. It'd have to be like I'd have to make sure I have a schedule and make sure it's where I would definitely have to make sure it's worth your guys', even for $1 a month. I want to make sure it's worth your guys' while. I've never been, you guys know, I've never asked for no dough. Yeah. Hey, appreciate that. You guys are funny. You guys are awesome. I promise I won't let the gaming take me away from programming. I made a commitment to myself and a promise that if I got the PC, I still had to do my streams. I can't let it affect my streams. And once it starts affecting my streams, I have to limit myself, right? So, but I would like to also, enjoy it with you guys. I think would be fun. So I'll test it out and we'll see how it goes. I'll talk to you guys in Discord more about it, and we'll gauge it. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. 95. You think we can get to 100 today? Can we bang out 5 problems today? Ooh. I also, because of the setup, and my Dude, Charlie, that one was actually hilarious. That one was hilarious. Crazy. Yo, Tim. Okay, so Clay Thompson, you guys, he has sealed the deal. I gotta shut my window. I feel cringe. Clay Thompson has sealed the deal, boys. Clay Thompson has sealed the deal. He's officially ringed, wifed up Meg the Stallion, Tim. So all the bros out there are swinging, are just punching the air right now. Could have been me. Should have been me. Sylvia's like, get out of here. All right, let's get into this. Random problem. Oh, easy. All right, let's see here. What did Tim say? Demi Nuke. Where'd my pens go? There we go. Okay, here we go. We're doing 2160, everybody. Load them up. 2160. Okay, you're given a positive integer of num, right? Consisting of exactly 4 digits, right? So num is 4 digits. Split num into 2 integers, nu1 and nu2, by using the digits found in num. Leading zeros are allowed in nu1 and nu2, and all digits found in num must be used. For example, 2932, the following 2 digits are this. So, for example, given num 2932, you have the following 2 digits, 2 2s, 1 9 and 1 3. What? Why does that have this? You are given into 2 integers. Oh, so you can split it into 2 new integers. Okay, 22, 93, 23, 92. Return the minimum possible sum of nu1 and nu2. So some possible pairs, nu1 and nu2 are 29, 23, 239, 223, and 9, etc. The minimum possible sum can be obtained is just this. Okay. Okay. So I need to make pairs, right? I always struggle with like the ones where we have to find all of the possible results, right, and return like the minimum. So if we have to find all possible pairings, we just need to split this. Into 2 possible numbers, the minimums. And you can't duplicate. Okay, so my first thought. My first thought, let's say you have the numbers 2, 9, 3, 2. If we sort this, right? And then we could take a couple of options, right? Down the middle, right? Or just the first number, right? So we could take, I think those would be like the smallest pairings, right? If we had to split it up, because if we did 3 numbers with the largest, then that doesn't make sense. It would have to be the smallest with the 3 largest, or straight down the middle, 2 and 2. But if you have 3, well, what if it's like 0, 0, 0 and 1? Well, still 0 and 1, 0, 0, that would be 1, right? So if we sort this, right, and either take the middle or this portion, right, and go from there, what do you guys think? So what if I were to can you call list on just an integer? I don't think I've ever actually done that. I don't think you can. What happens if you? I don't think you can do this, right? Because you can't iterate over the number. So we definitely have to turn it into a list of numbers. Right, so we have like data is equal to val for val in right. So that would give us data of integers for every pairing, and then if we, I don't know, let's think. If we have, so if we call data.sort, right, and then we say, if we take the minimum of data slice some data slice this would be up to n length of num divided by 2 up to the halfway point, and then this would be data index length of num forward, and then we would want to return the minimum other option would be well, no, I don't think that's stupid. That's dumb. I want to create all pairings. I definitely want to sort and pair the smallest numbers together. I want to go what if I sort right, and I say for val in data, right? And equals, and then equals. Right. So if I say for val in data, let's add. So if val, let's get running total, right? So let's get prefix to data index 0, length of data, one forward, right? If the val, so we're going to say current sum, let's say, right, integers. No, it would be num, would be the maximum you can get, right? Right, so we'll say that. Okay, and then we'll say in data, we'll access every value. So we'll say if the value, oh, we got 23 people in here. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome in. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you're doing. We're working on this Leet code problem 2160. I'm not really too hot on it right now. I'm trying to just work through some ideas. Let me know what you think about it. Try not to give anything away. Just if you have any ideas, spitball them out. Let's work through it here. So I'm thinking that if we convert all the numbers, right, into an iterable that we can iterate over of integers, we can sort them, and then we can establish a minimum, which is currently the number, right? And then we can create a prefix, and we can say if, we'll say, if prefix, so prefix is what we currently are up to, right? We're making numbers. So let me go ahead and we're on this one. So we're going to say current. So we'll say, I guess we'll say current is equal to, right, the value that we're currently on, right, the sum of value of prefix, right, and value or data index of value forward, right? We're going to say if current is less than minimum, let's go ahead and set min, right, minimum equal to current, right? And then we're going to move forward. So then we're going to then add, right? Then we're going to add.
Is this guy serious?
This guy's serious. So then if we add now the current value, right? No matter what, after loop, we're gonna return. Right, so this will set up pairings starting at the minimum value up to the last, and then we're going to get the prefix sum oh, this is blank, so value, so this is I actually, right? Okay, next I.
Tim says subscribe to Mike. He needs to pay off his new 1K PC.
Huh? For real, for real. All right, so if we, so my thought process is, I'm not sure, let's walk through this. All right, we have this sorted, right? I'm going to first have a minimum of 2, right? So this is minimum.
The Silver Noob says new PC. When's the GTA 6 gameplay coming?
I got early access. Minimum currently equals to 2239, right? Right? Now I'm going to take the sum of this basically here, right? So that's 241. So that overrides this to 241, right? And then we're gonna move this and take the sum of these two. So right now we have 2239, which gives us what, 52? Ooh. 61. Trolling. Trolling. So then, right, we have 22 and 39. That overrides to 61. Why would that? What 52 to 2932? That's 52. 23 and 29 is smaller though. Ah. Can that work? So now it goes to here. We should have. Anyone have any idea of how you can like do like exhaustive options without having to do a loop or nesting loops together? That's the most optimal way to do it.
Let's G. Sort the numbers. Now think you want the smallest possible sum. That means you need two numbers that are as small as possible.
Notice that the most optimal way to obtain the minimum possible sum using 4 digits is summing up 2-digit numbers, right? Because we just have to find 2-digit number options. Okay, so we don't want to sort here to save time, and we can just
Kernel says.
iterate. So
You
then,
want a small number for the first digit and a large number as the second digit.
hold on, we're figuring it out. Okay, so we take we have the number 2932. Let's just think about 2932 here. We don't want to sort it. 2932, right? And we want to
Rajneesh says, have you also started development in Python or maybe AI/ML stuff?
Hey Rajneesh, how's it going? Not AI and ML stuff yet, no. Just been building my own projects really and solving some lead codes here and there, no. Okay, so 2932. So if we start here on I, right? Obviously, but I can't iterate over. An integer like this, right? So we have to obviously turn this into like either like a string, right? And then we'd have to obviously convert to integers, but do we want to do that? Or do we want to use like modulo somehow to extract out? We can use any number in any order. We can just create pairings. This is 2160. I'm not going to sort though. I'm going to try to figure this out just with the integer here. So if we want to just iterate without sorting. Alright, I'm turning off TTS. Y'all are no fun. Okay. So if we're trying to do we want to, the question is just do we want to sort or not? My initial thought was to sort so we can get access to it, but is that the right way to do it? You have 2 digits, right? Okay. So obviously we have to use just some 2 digits now. It's what combination? Okay, so if we do sort, we obviously get 2239, right? And obviously the correct answer here for this example is pairing up the first and the last and then the middle 2, right? So like 1, 1, 2, 2. So then let's look at a different example of 4009, right? If we sort this into 0049, we pair 0 and 9 and 0 and 4, let's get 13. Obviously 0, 0 and 49. Okay, so that pattern works on both examples. But you do have to sort the numbers, which is interesting. Right? You just pair up 1, 1, and 2, 2. It gives you 13. Okay, let's try down like any random number. Let's just do like 9, 8, 2, 6. Okay, let's order this. 2, 6, 8, 9. Pair of the 2 and the 9, right? 1, 1, 2, 2, 11, 14, 24, 26 and 29. Yeah, I think that would probably work. Okay. So then if you don't sort, you just have to identify, you just have to sort it yourself basically by going through linearly and then calculating this out, right? So if you had the numbers just as they were of 2932, you would go through, okay, minimum 2, got the 9, you have to add on the end, got the 3, you have to push the 9 in. Okay, so you do get this sort then. Now if I just trying to think about it without sorting. I want to give it a good thought. So if we do this without sorting, we just need to establish which one's the largest, which one's the smallest, and the two middles. That's all that we really care about, right? Is the indexing of the max and the minimum. Right? So if we went through and then paired the max together and the minimum together, and then got the indexes of the other characters, right, by just default. Now, how would we be able to trace those? Like if we track the indexes of the minimum and the maximum. Like we got 4 and 2, 0, 7. So you sum those together, 4 and 0, be 4. Then you'd be left with -3, so you have to be able to divide that out. 3 minus, you probably just floor it by the remaining value, and then find the division. Interesting. I have like an idea, right? So if we have indexes, this is index C, right? So this is index 0, 1, 2, and 3, which is a total of 7, right? Oh, I'm trolling. What am I talking about? 6. Right? If we identify the minimum and maximum to be, what is the case if we have 2 minimums? You would take like the first occurrence. So the minimum would be index 0 and the maximum would be 1. So it should be -1, leaving us with 5. Guess now if we add them. Okay, so then what if let's think about this. What if we go 2, 9, 3, 2, and we come across a number, okay, we have our stack. We come across a number, we push it on, right? If the next number we come across is greater than this number, we push it on. So that'll push the 9 on. Now this number never becomes greater than that, so we hit this. But how would we know that that pairs with the minimum though? I don't want to just find max and min. Because you don't want to get the first occurrence of them together. But if I got index of 0 and 1, how could I get the indexes of the other values? If I know that the length is 4, right, with a total of 3, right, and I pick up 29 here, and then I need to make 23. But it would be the smaller of the two between them, right? Okay, let's just solve it first, I guess, with our theory about sorting, right? Like, let's just kind of try it with that first. So let's say nums is equal to or don't we have to int the val for val and right, we need to iterate over the number and int it, and then we need to say and then we say dot sort, and then we just return the sum of nums I don't want to get confused, so I'm going to say left is equal to nums index of 0 plus nums index of n minus 1 . Right, and then right, it's just going to be equal to just the two numbers in the middle. Now, is there a better way of saying this than just putting static numbers in here? Kind of just magically, right? Obviously, we could say 4 here, or it would be 3. Then you just return the sum of left and right here. That would require, so this requires you to make this do this n log n approach here, right? Which isn't really the best, and you have to create this data structure. Let's see if it would even work. What? Whatever. Can you not just... Oh, you said to wrap it in a list. Whatever. Let's return left plus right. Okay, so we got 16 here, but we're expected 52. Okay, so in the case of 2932, 29, we sort to 2239, go 23, 29. That's what we're currently doing, right? So this should be, I'll put a 16 here. So that's 61. 22. Oh, yeah, what's going on here? Hold on. Am I missing something? 2, 9, 3, 2, right? We sort it. 2239. Now I'm pairing the 29 together. But I outputted 16. Why did I output 16? YouTube gang is wiping Twitch, yeah. Okay, so we have the 16 being outputted. Why are we getting 16? Two, 3, 9. 29, 29, and 23. Why is this outputting 16? What? Eleven and 5. Oh, I'm summing those numbers together. Ha ha ha. That's why. That's why. Okay, so we're going to okay, I got you. So we need to, oh, this sucks. Do I really have to go like stir on this number? Right? Plus stir on this number, right? And then int this entire thing like so. And then go stir on this number. Stir on this number. Right? And then int convert the entire thing so we can concatenate strings together, and then int the two strings so we have 2-digit numbers now together. And now if we return left plus right, boom. Let's try that out. Interesting. 0 milliseconds, huh? Not too shabby. Now, I wonder now, do you have to put, if you're gonna do it without sorting, right, and you want to just pop off min and max, do you have to take the first occurrence of minimum and no, you have to pair up minimum with the maximum and then take the minimum of what's left over and the maximum what's left over and make those together, right? So let's try it without sorting here. So if we say, I don't know, is it beneficial to keep going linearly? Like, okay, so if we say, like if we say, so if we just say min, is equal to min on nums, right? And then we say but do we want to pop and break? I don't know. Do we want to shift these down, all these values down? It's only 4 though, so it's not terrible, right? It's only 4 values. So let's just find min and max, twice, 2 different times, and then, oh, okay. I think I got it. Okay, so if we just find min and max twice, minimum and minimum, maximum and min. So let's go like this. Min 1 equals to min nums, right? Let's go min, and then, but we'd have to obviously pop the first occurrence of that value off. I have to get rid of that value. Okay, so I have to go nums dot pop. I don't know if this is going to be any better. Right, we'll pop min 1 off. Max 1 equals to max nums. Right. And then we need to pop off the maximum that we found. Right? And then we have min 2, and then we have the same thing basically, right? And then we just pair these together. But is that any faster than doing it the other way? I don't know. Right? So if you pop off 2 2s, right, this will pop off the first 2 and then leave this, and then give you a maximum here. Boom. 2 zeros. Well, you don't need to do this actually, right? Because you just need to take min and max of nums currently. Right, so right equals to min nums plus max nums right, stir right, and then in this whole thing. Right, and then left equals to stir min 1 plus stir min max 1. And then we int this. So if we just pop off the first minimum and the first maximum, and then just decide minimum and maximum of the remaining numbers in nums, right? Then we can just, so pop will pop off the first occurrence though, right? At the specified index. Oh. Mm, not the actual value, right? Uh, Come on, baby, show me the money. All right, time for some lemonade. All right, getting the refills and drink. Be right back. Oh, spill some. Drop. All right. Nice. All right. Woo! Let's go. If you guys are new here, my name is Michael. Thanks so much for being here. I'm 26 years old. I got a degree in human biology and a minor in chemistry, and I work as a formulation chemist full-time for a biotech company where I make biological controls that are used in research and development, diagnostics, whatever. I specialize in kind of manual matrix manipulation for predicting theoretical yield of bulk formulation for biological solutions. Exactly. And that's kind of the gist of it. I've been teaching myself how to code for a little over 1 year now. We've got a lot of projects. You can check them out on my website, michaeldeming.com. I just need to update this project here to display the current demo video. But we got quite a few projects out right now, and we're currently working on one live on the stream. We read books like Data Structures, Algorithms in Python, Fluent Python, Python Crash Course, all that jazz. You can join my Discord, which has over 600 members now, with a complete roadmap of my entire learning journey so far. Link down in the description of my YouTube and on my in my profile on Twitch. Everything for free from every book, PDF I've read. Course, I have weekly breakdowns of the CS50X course that we did live on stream at the beginning of the year. I streamed every single lecture and the problem sets that we did. And yeah, and then you can follow me on LinkedIn. I'd love to connect with you guys there. So we can build up a community there. And then obviously subscribe to the YouTube, and I'll probably also throw my Twitch on here as well sometime soon. Cool, so we solved that one. All right, that was pretty cool. Hey, Adnan, how's it going? Thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate you. Wish you all the best, my guy. Hey, Neil, how's it going? GG, I'm a biochemist myself, and I have literally zero knowledge about programming / coding, like nothing at all. Do you think I can pick it up now and learn? Yeah, dude, if I can do it, you can do it too, man. I've been just doing it a couple hours after work every single day, and just little by little kind of gained some familiarity and being able to build some projects on my own. I will be transparent. I do use AI to help me learn, but I do not use AI to help me code. I, use AI as a teacher, as you would like a TA, to ask, about certain topics, dive deeper into information, show examples. But in terms of like, fixing my own code and having it, do my projects, no, I type probably 98 to 99% of all of the code in my projects, even like the boilerplate stuff. Um, Hear me out. Bioinformatics, Master's of Science, or PhD. I don't know, dude. I don't really want to go back to school. We've been able to teach ourselves a lot, honestly, just through books and stuff. So, do I really want to pay all that money? But the title is pretty nice. Hey, Nana says, hey, would you say you start CS50? I'm X. Hey, man, would you say I should start CS50X? I'm almost done with CS50P, and that's what I started with. Yeah, dude, I think that's a great goal to start with. Go with. It's a great opportunity to kind of learn more about what Python does on the back end with like allocating memory, some garbage collection when you start out with C, which is really helpful to kind of know. And then also it kind of helps you get better algorithms because you kind of can kind of understand what's going on the back end. I also paired that, I read a good chunk, like 2/3 of DSA in Python. So this book here is in my Discord if you guys are wondering. I have data structures and algorithms in Python. We've read almost 2/3. We're on page 463 here. We've kind of gotten to some stuff like more advanced kind of data structures like tries and trees and stuff. So we kind of faded out as we started to keep going on more like easy, medium Leet codes. Haven't really got to the hards yet and all that kind of craziness. But we'll probably end up coming back to this soon enough, for sure. But this is in my Discord, and I have also my personal notes that I've been taking live throughout the whole thing on my GitHub too. So be sure to check those out if you're wanting to, check out my notes on them. I've been, screenshotting examples, kind of like Spark Notes that I've been doing here. Yeah, I stream every single day around 7 p.m. PST after my 9 to 5 job as a chemist. Right now we're just solving a couple of Leet code problems, and then I'm going to work on my project. Well, actually, I probably should work on we've already been going for what, over an hour? Should I switch over to the project here? I'll show you guys what it is. So this is the project so far. It's called Stalker. It's called the Whackathon. So this is a community project. So I am, if you guys want to submit PRs to contribute, shout out Mariddle. He's our most recent contributor. He added some cool functionality to how our accounts and positions are loaded. But right now we're working on the accounts page here where we have the ability to view all accounts, have the entire value of the account, cash value, and stock asset value, right? And then we can, I'll probably make this actually unrealized gain rather than total value, or maybe this unrealized gain, because stock asset value and total value, well, total value is this plus cash, so I guess total value is fine. Maybe I'll have an unrealized gain label right below this one. But yeah, so you can view all accounts, or you can select individual accounts and view just the positions in those accounts. And then you can also filter by a minimum minimum number, or an individual ticker symbol. Let's say just Apple. Boom. Search position, there is Apple in that individual account that's being currently displayed. And then you can reset back to the display, and then obviously go back to all accounts and find all accounts. Yeah, and then you have a refresh here, which will currently, will query for updating the current values with Y Finance. And yeah, it's pretty nice. But you guys want me to do project work, or should we do another Leet code? I'll leave it up to you guys. Let me know in chat. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Seeing that we got like 15 people fell off stream there, maybe people are interested in having us do some more Leet code, which I'm perfectly fine with. Project? If you guys are new here, I appreciate it if you guys would subscribe or follow along to Twitch. The Stalker is pretty nice. Yeah, dude, I like it a lot. It's kind of an opportunity to kind of nest all of your accounts, whether it be in, thank you, Neil. Whether it be in in Fidelity or Robinhood or Vanguard, you can just put the information in there and get an overarching view of how much your total net worth is in exposure in the market. Right there. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's nothing really to like reinvent the wheel. It's just to learn, get some more familiarity with file I/O. I wanted to do this one completely with JSON interaction and like custom JSON rather than using SQL this go around because I wanted to get some better file interaction practice because we did not do too well on our interview with that. For show. We've been working too much with SQL stuff. Okay. Project Leet Coder GTA. If I'm gonna do something, do we have a PR? Someone was working on the project, so let me go here. Let me check it out. No, we don't. Okay. So let's go ahead and get an idea of what we want to work on here. So I think I would like to add, so my goal, I'm going to add a label here for the unrealized gain of whatever this is. So right here, we're going to add a label. Thanks, Kurt. I appreciate you, my guy. Thanks for your help on the Leet code. You're awesome, my guy. Thanks for stopping in tonight. All right. Okay, so if I want to, I think I want to put the button here for, or maybe I'll put it here, add position, right? I'll put it right here. So let's add a row to our header, our account information header, and then let's add a third row, index 2 row, and then let's put a unrealized gain label in column 0 and a button in column 3. Right, okay, so let's work on that. So let's go to a Stalker account page. Let's go to our header section here. Right, so we have our frame that it's in, and then we have columns here. So let's add another row, row 2. Okay, we have, this is this label here. Let's go ahead and duplicate this down. Selected account total. Unrealized gain label. Unrealized gain, ... right? Count unrealized gain. There we go. Unrealized gain here. So here we go. Right, and then we will set this to portfolio.unrealized gain. Right, and then we'll set this to here, unrealized gain. Gain. Then we grid this on row 2. Okay. And then what I'll say here, and then what we need to do is in the view accounts, this returns. So populate information heading here. We're going to, whoops. So in our populate information heading function, right, if it's all accounts, we're going to just, we need to configure the, this other label. So we'll go here, selected account, unrealized gain. unrealized gain. Right, and so now that'll kick on. Label. Okay, I need to make a label to match my others. Label, and then the unrealized gain goes there. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to take this and put this here. Selected account. Okay, so now if we go and view this, wait, is there anything else I need to do? Talk to the account info heading. I think that's good. So now we should have unrealized gain. Perfect. Nice. Nice. Hey, how's it going, Prism? Welcome back in, my guy. I'll turn back on TTS now that I'm done with the Leet code. No spoilers. Got 22 people on this Sunday night. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys could leave a like, it really helps the stream. If you guys are enjoying the content and like the project, it truly, really helps. It's completely free. Thank you guys so much for being here, honestly. Just you guys spending your time here is super awesome. Okay, so now we have unrealized gain on there. Now let's go ahead and throw a button over here. So I'm going to go to Stalker accounts. I'm going to go into the information header still. And then right here we have selected account refresh button. I'm going to copy this down. I'm going to make this selected account information header, selected account, stock asset value. This is refresh button. So this is going to be add position button. Right, with add position. Okay, selected account, add position button. Right? We'll put this on row 2, column 2. Okay, so now if I run this, cool, we have a button there. Can I give like some pad 5 on the top? Well, that's X, sorry. Pad Y, pad 5 on the top. There you go. Now we're getting some separation here.
didn't change the comment of the button.
I didn't.
Ragnorgrim says you caught in some stonks or what?
Oh yeah, we are, my guy. How's it going? Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys are awesome for hanging out with me here. Let's keep it pushing. Where's my music? Let's turn it up a little bit for you guys. Hey, hey, look at that shoulder. Look at that shoulder. Come on. Come on, guys. Look at that shoulder. Woo! Come on. You guys can't stop that shoulder. Knock it off. Knock it off. Knock it off. Chill, chill, chill. Sheesh. Chill, chill, chill. Gonna strain. Gonna pull my neck. Gonna pull on my neck. Get funky with that shoulder.
Working out or what?
Hey, how's it going?
Ragnorgrim says shoulder gains.
No, that's just grooving. That's my move right there. That's my go-to. Got those crazy shoulders.
Rupesh says command equals self-refresh for the position button.
Yeah.
Myrtle says Mike's inner child's out. Ray says hello.
Oh, command, not comment. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Woo! I'll turn it up. I'll turn it up. Come on, dance party, boys. Let's turn it up. Intermission break. Come on. All right, get those dance emojis in chat. Come on, put them up.
Lol says writing better code than CS students.
Put those dance emojis in chat. Come on, put them up. Put them up. Woo! I'm feeling this one. Hey, come on, put them up. Where are they at? Here we go. Here we go. Neil's got them. Come on, boys. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Got funky on the floor tonight. Call this the sweep. 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 Sweep.
Myrtle says
Sweet.
child's on the roll.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweep. Back it up. Reverse sweep. Reverse. All right, now we're gonna make some pizza. Make some pizza. Woo! Make some pizza. 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 Ah. Let's go. I like that. We get funky on here. My girlfriend's a dance teacher, so you know I got the moves.
Charlie says that shoulder is a money maker.
Yeah, man, I gotta watch it out. We're gonna get age restricted with these shoulders. Gonna get age restricted. Ooh, 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 oh, no, chill, chill, Charlie, Charlie. That's for the OF, Charlie. Charlie called us out on future OF. Chill, Charlie, chill. Chill, chill, chill. Writing better code than some CS majors. Thanks, dude. LOL, I appreciate that comment. What do you guys think about CS majors right now? If you guys are a CS major, let me know. What do you guys think about CS majors? Can your peers write code? If you guys are here, I'm assuming you guys are actually dedicated to actually writing code and learning it. Can your peers write code, or are they just GPT and cheating? And how do you feel about it? Does it suck? Does it hurt you guys? Does it make you mad?
Norgrim says hell not, I use cursor.
Trolling.
Norgrim says time is money.
Hey, got that streamer time. The neighbor is watching me dance right now, like, bro, look at this guy. Okay. Nice. So now, I don't really like though how that padding is kind of unique to just that row. Is there a way that we can set in column configurations? Is there a way we can set in the column configurations or the row configurations for this header section? Ooh. Weight and pad how much space to let additionally.
I thought it was going to be serious, but you were dancing.
We like to keep it fresh over here. We like to keep it fun. It's a Sunday night. We're feeling good. Got a new gaming PC. Finally can play CS. I haven't played CS in like 2 years. Your boy unboxed. I unboxed 3 cases in my life. 3 cases when I was like 15. Blue, gut knife freehand. Gambled gut knife freehand into Karambit blue steel. Gambled Karambit blue steel, gone. So that's why we are in the stocks now, boys. We got that itch from when we were younger. We got that itch. Whew. Okay, let's get some pad on these individual. Let's give some pad 5 to just the rows. That's not really doing anything. What if I like pad 50 here? Let me pad 50 this bad boy. Yeah, it's pushing a lot. Okay, so it's not really doing what I wanted. Let's see here. Oh, min size. Min size. Let's set this to 10. Let's see what that looks like. Just for that row. I didn't do much. 100. Okay, that did a lot. No, like just to learn, really just to learn, like to teach myself and to gauge, like understand more things and to fix errors if I have bugs I can't figure out. Yeah, I'll rather than spending like 30 minutes just, digging through a bug, like I'll spend about 10 or 15 and then kind of go to the AI for help to learn from there to kind of, it's a sunk cost and kind of just struggle a little bit, but also learn from it so I can, move on quicker. And that's what that's what helped me really to, I think, kind of, like if you let it do anything. Okay, so that didn't do anything either. What is going on? Min size 50. Okay. Okay, so now if I put min size 50 for all these other guys, will it just kind of cascade all my other widgets downward? No, because we're cut here by the place of this guy.
Ragnorgrim says Neilxmy let it do everything first, then I review and make changes accordingly. Ragnorgrim says eventually code will be gone, so I'm preparing, hahaha. Neilxm says interesting. Uniller says code in C++, please.
Maybe one day. I've been wanting to actually learn that because I want to build a custom guitar amp sim, and I need some fast latency response in C++ with some of their packages. So I think I might try to sometime pick up a couple of books in the short future. But the
Ragnorgrim says make it Rust powered.
See, okay, I don't really like how there's so let me make it. We can make it a little bit bigger. 30. and then it pushes it off. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure out, maybe just kind of mess around with the styling. Don't want to really do it right now. I just want to work on the functionality of it. Right? Because it currently looks like pretty crappy there. So I'm packing that into a frame though, right? So right section is a frame, and then my header is a frame itself with a height of 75. So let me make this have a height of, let's say, actually 85, and now that'll actually spread those values out now, I think, right? Okay, now it made those buttons a little bit bigger. So let's go, I guess, height. Let's just make it pretty dramatic, like 100. There we go. Nice. Sweet. Okay, that looks awesome. Okay. And then on my grid, and then on my table here, where'd you go? Here. On my table, on my pad Y, I'm just going to give a pad Y of 5. Nice, that looks good. A little bit less pad there. And then am I giving pad Y on... I am giving pad Y on the scroll frame. So let me give this to 5 as well. And then actually I'm not going to give any padding on the scroll frame, because that's what it's being parented onto, is the scroll frame. There we go, that looks a lot better. Perfect. Now it's right there on line with the top of the scroll frame. That looks pretty good. All right, styling, there we go. Cool, so now we'll do this add position. Right, we'll do this add position. So I'm gonna open up, let me open up custom to Kinter docs here. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. Okay, so I want to do Windows. CTK top level classes, you do create additional windows. For a CTK top level window, here's the no call. There is a no call of main loop needed. It opens right when it's created. So the following example shows how to create a top level window in which can be opened from the main app window. Would now, before the top level. So you pack this onto the top level. Or custom to Kinter.top level window. So def open top level. If you hit this button, it opens the top level window. Perfect. That's exactly what we need here. Exactly what we need here from the docs. What are you guys working on? Let me know what you're working on. Join the Discord. Link down below in the description. Okay, so let's go ahead and stalker accounts. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna do a new file for a stalker pop-up window.py. Okay. And I'm going to copy what this gave us from the docs. So class top level, we're going to import right, CTK top level, args, window geometry, CTK label, pack the label on there, okay? Now I'm going to go to Stalker accounts and import okay, we'll import the Stalker pop-up window. And then what I'm going to do is create a function which is open top level here. I'm going to copy this from the docs. Oh. So open pop-up, right? We'll say add position. If self.top level window is none, or self.top level window exists, self.top level window. Pop-up window onto self. Right. So if I take the add position and the command here, add position. Oh. We'll define it in our program. So now if I run this, okay, it's not coming up true. So I have this in my I'll go here. There we go. Nice. Okay, now we get a pop-up window. Okay, sweet. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, so I have add position and top. So I go here and do this dot attributes. So what are my attributes? Max size title withdraw iconify state. Topmost equals true, force focus. Topmost equals true, window. say okay, so now we have the ability to open a pop-up window when we select this add a position button. And this will have the ability to add a position here. So what we need is a form for a ticker, a share count, and an average cost, and a button. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and push this up. You guys can get access to this code on my GitHub. If you want to contribute, I'd love that. Just take a peek and look through the stylings and try to keep it consistent and see what you can add, and join the Discord to chat about features and stuff. Yeah, git commit add unrealized gain account header view and add position button. So now what we'll do is, instead of adding a label here, we'll add a label, and then we'll add a text box for insert stuff, right? So this will be ticker label. Right, and then we're going to grid this. We're going to put this on row 1, column 0. Right, I'm also going to make a new label. Copy this down. Main heading table. Right. Say add position. Right, we'll grid this to row 0, column 0 with a column span equal to 2. So we'll span both columns. Then we'll add this label below into the next column. And then below here we'll do self dot ticker text box entry. Equals to ctk dot entry self placeholder text equals quote Apple. Let's text variable. So let me look up the Tkinter docs for the entry box. Documentation. Widgets. Entry. Okay, and then I'm going to call ticker entry dot grid row 1. Right. So you need ticker. You need share count. Share count. Row 2. Entry. Okay, and then we'll copy this down. This will be average cost. And then average cost entry. Okay, let's see if this works. Accounts, add position, boom. Okay, I need to go here and give self row. For custom button below it.
Hollis says Python is fun.
Oh yeah, I'm having a good time here. You having a good time? Button. So now we should have the button there at the bottom. Perfect. Now you configure that. So now I'll give some equal weight to that row. There it is. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sticky these to so if I align, so the labels here, if I go sticky, no, I say parent or radius. Okay. Right. East. And that did not do it. So I think it's going to be in here. We're going to have to say justify. Sticky. East. There we go. So on all the labels, we're going to sticky east. And then all the column on the entries, we're going to sticky west. And now these will be a little bit closer together. And then we'll give pad y equal to left. Let's go 5.
Hagoplana says, what are you making?
Pad x. 80 does going. Hold on 1 second. Pad x 5 for each of these. Now that'll move them just to the right. There we go. Beautiful. Share count and vision never scrums. Those are all calculated in the parent count. That's what it goes currently into. So you can't add a position though if the current account is a selected account is all accounts, right? So selected. So let's say add position, right? We'll do self dot selected account label Hey, thanks for the follow. Who is that? Can't see. Oh my gosh, I can't see it. Who is that? Chat, if that was you. Chat, who was that? Is it Havoc Blades?
Havoc Blade says yeah.
Oh, thanks, dude. I appreciate you so much. So what was I doing? Oh, pop up. Header. Selected account information header. Selected account label. Right? Right, so if self dot get the value, right? We'll say current account, right? We'll say, and then we'll go dot lower, and we'll say, okay. If current account is none, we'll lower this. Say if current not in, we're going to okay, let's try this. So in accounts, I have all accounts as my currently selected account. If I add a position, get. CTK label object is no attribute error. What? Okay, so then if I want to go
confused how they manage to understand Python without curly braces. Diva says, is it worth switching from nursing to tech nowadays with so many layoffs? Will being 29 affect job search if they prefer younger people?
Is we're switching from nursing to tech nowadays? Nah, dude, nursing is probably an even better career path. If you're really passionate about tech, like, then go for it. But like, if you're just kind of searching for money and monetary things, I think tech you'll probably burn out in. But nursing's definitely is burnout too, for sure, city. But nursing, you can make just as much money. But nursing is a lot of work too. I mean, so is coding. It's a lot of work either way. So if we add positions, we want to get CGET.
Pavaklita says, I doubt it with the new BBB bill, most nurse gonna lose their jobs.
Right, and then we're going to parse. So it's not going to be none. We're going to account equals to current account. We're going to slice up to
Ilvia says, Mike Johnny did that what I said until I found out it's all about the indentation.
yeah, the indentation is, I like the indentation reading more than the curly braces. Honestly, I think curly braces are so annoying. So to each their own. Coming from learning Python first, I personally think curly braces are terrible. I can't read it. It clutters it so much in my opinion. I don't have enough practice with it, right? We're gonna get the text and we're gonna strip. We're gonna go current account equals to account dash strip. And we're going to split on the string. I want to see if this gets it. What? Expected to? I gave you two values. Okay. That doesn't make any sense.
VR says, I think is easier to read. But
Oh.
I didn't like it either when I was only programming in Python.
Split on the colon. Let's split on the colon then. Let's split on the colon.
Says, hi to everyone in the chat.
And then let's lower.
Charlie
And strip.
says, Diva tips, if you're already a nurse, I'd stick with that path unless you really don't like it. It's your life though. Do what makes you feel good.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Now it's not doing it.
Ilvia says you can pursue nurse and self-teach coding.
Yeah. I feel like nursing is something a lot harder to self-teach. You gotta have a program with patients to practice on and stuff, right? Definitely can't self-teach nursing, and it's licensing, right? You have to have licensing. So now if I view this one, I can add a position. There we go. Perfect. So now you can't add a position if you're looking at all of accounts. Nice. But I can add a position. For Roth IRA. There it is. Nice. All right, cool. So we worked out that functionality.
Engineering is very saturated.
Yeah, that's true, right? So you can't do a an add position, right? If you're selected on all accounts, right? You can't add a position to all accounts. You have to add a position to a specific account. So if you select add position here, nothing happens. In my output terminal, I'm just printing out the account, right? All accounts. But now if I select individual taxable, view that one, and get the 2 positions within individual taxable, add a position, now we get the pop-up window to add a position to individual taxable. Woo! Let's go! Let's go, Scabby! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Nice, looks good. I'm happy with that. If you guys want to see the code and look at it and work on it, you guys can also contribute yourselves to the project on GitHub. Shout out Meridal for being our most recent contributor. Add.
Mike says you have to compete with people who are very knowledgeable about different tools, such as React, etc. It takes a hard reset learning if you switch paths here.
Nice. All right, you guys. I got a long day at work tomorrow. Hey, we on the grind. Thunder, how's it going, my guy? Welcome back in. I appreciate you being here. Oh, yeah. If you guys are here, I'd really appreciate if you guys could leave a like on the stream. If you guys truly could, it really helps. Thank you guys truly for being here today. My name is Michael. I'm 26 years old. I have a degree in human biology and a minor in chemistry, and I work as a formulation chemist for a biotech company. Yeah, I'm heading out here. I'm releasing product this week at my work. My 3-month-long projects are coming to an end, so I'm releasing my products to the filling department. So I've got a lot of work to do this week, so I got to get a good night's sleep, so I'm sorry. I'll be back tomorrow, though, at 7 p.m. Well, actually, I might be a little bit late tomorrow because I might have a late day at work, like I said, as I'm going to be grinding away, releasing my product, meeting my deadline, so I have to stay as late as it takes to get that product out the door. So I'll let you guys know in the Discord link down below for an update regarding what time I'll start my stream tomorrow. So please join the Discord down below, which is also a roadmap of my entire learning journey so far. Nice to meet you, Mike. Nice name. See you, Havoc Blades. Thanks for coming in, you guys. All right, you guys. Like I said, I stream every single day around 7 p.m. PST. I will be back tomorrow. I'll let you guys know in the Discord what time specifically, because I might be a little bit late. I have a busy week this week at work. But thank you guys so much for being here. No, we only got 4 people in here. If we had a bunch of people, I'd keep it going. But today, just a quick wrap overview of what we did today. We solved a Leet code problem today, so really awesome. So go fast forward to the beginning of the stream if you'd like to see us solve that Leet code problem. We did a really good job working through the Leet code problem. First, talking through ideas, going over different avenues, finding a solution, and then we also were able to optimize that solution, and we didn't need any help with it. It was really nice. We didn't have to look anything up. We were able to kind of work and chug our way through to the optimal solution very naturally, which is awesome. And then we worked on our Stalker project where we got a pop-up window added, right? So we have the ability now, we added the unrealized gain statistic to the header here for the account view. And then we also added the add position button here. So you can add a position right? And but with all accounts being selected under the view of the account view, you can't add a position to all accounts. You have to add it to a specific account. So let's select individual taxable, view that account. There it's being viewed. Now let's add a position, and now we get this pop-up window. So now next time we'll add the functionality to this window to add the position to the actual account view here, and it'll be pretty nice. So thank you guys so much for being here. We'll work on that tomorrow. So see you guys then. Have a great night. Please subscribe if you're new. Please like the stream. I stream every single day, and I've been teaching myself how to code every day for the past year. It's been going nice. Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are awesome. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. Have a great night, guys.